There are two Easter eggs that stood out. Is Himiko's blade from Honkai Impact 3rd? Is Traveler's Wind Glider from Genshin Impact?
Huh?
At first, I thought they were just harmless, goofy nods to their own games.
Surprise,
This Welt is actually the exact same Welt from Honkai Impact, unlike the typical parallel universe counterparts.
Hey there. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
His splash art features 3 unique characters that are exclusive to Honkai Impact: Frederica Nikola Tesla and Lieserl Albert Einstein. And on the top right, it features the first Herrscher Welt Joyce. The outfit Welt is wearing is identical to his appearance in the Alien Space manga. At the end of the story, Welt is seen going through a portal, leading to a beginning of a new journey. And that is how Welt went from Honkai Impact universe to the Star Rail universe. Proving that although Hoyoverse's games exist as parallel universes on the imaginary tree, it is possible to travel between them using special methods like Welt. And Traveler's character story mentions, you were a pair of traveling twins, passing through countless worlds during your journey. It almost sounds like the twins are trailblazers of the Astral Express.
The Express has traveled world after world. We are merely passing travelers, witnesses to part of a grander story.
You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. Those who come to witness will witness.
You can see the twins had wings and were capable of flying. Instead of simply flying straight out of Teyvat with their wings, they went to this weird-looking platform in the sky. In Honkai Star Rail, there is a game mode called Simulated Universe, where we roleplay as the Aeon Akivili to explore various different worlds.
The name Akivili seems to be a corruption of the Latin word aquilo or aquila, meaning north wind and eagle, which immediately reminds me of Mondstadt.
Oh, Traveler! You...
Because of the weapon Aquila Favonia and the 4 winds of Mondstadt. 2 of them use names from Greek mythology, Boreas and Favonius, where Boreas is the north wind in Greek, but its Roman counterpart is Aquilo. As the Romans frequently incorporated elements of Greek mythology, including gods and attributes, with their own names and interpretations. As such, Aquilo and Boreas, while named differently, essentially depict the same deity of the north wind in their respective mythologies. And as for Favonius, it is the Roman deity version of the west wind, with Zephyrus being its Greek counterpart. But what is important is the symbol of Favonius. It depicts an eagle, which is what Aquila means in Latin. Hence the title Falcon of the West is poorly translated.
Huh?
Because the official Chinese title is, which should translate to Eagle of the West instead of Falcon. Also, the bird form of Vanessa in the manga appears to be a hawk rather than a falcon, as falcons tend to have a distinct circle of yellow shade around their eyes, known as the eyelid patch. Both hawks and eagles are part of the Accipitridae family. Falcons, on the other hand, belong to the family Falconidae, which is a completely separate family from Accipitridae. Mondstadt is based on Germany, a federal republic that adopts the Bundesadler as its coat of arms. This emblem translates to Federal Eagle and is a successor to the Reichsadler, meaning Imperial Eagle, which was an emblem of authority used in the Holy Roman Empire. In both the Holy Roman Empire and ancient Rome, Latin was the prominent language, which explains the Latin origin for Vanessa's signature sword, Aquila Favonia, as Aquila means eagle in Latin. Hence, it should be Eagle of the West instead of Falcon of the West. Enough history lesson for today. We know Boreas has a connection with the word Aquilo due to it being the Roman counterpart, and Favonius has a connection to Aquila as they are both associated with eagles. Traveller's journey in Tevat began in Mondstadt and will eventually end in Mondstadt, as the entrance to our final destination, Celestia, lies under Venti's statue.
Ah, yes, what a gliding me felt there!
On top of that, Venti's Part 2 Archon quest is still unreleased, further suggesting we will once again return to Mondstadt at the end of our journey before progressing to Celestia.
Say, once you find your sister, how would you like to become one of the new Four Winds?
Perhaps Akivili, derived from both Aquilo and Aquila, is a title granted to Traveller by Venti when they eventually ascend to godhood. Just like Vanessa, who was originally the Lion Fang Knight, became Falcon of the West after ascending to Celestia. In Spiral Abyss, there is a phase called Moment of Syzygy. Syzygy is typically an astronomical term that refers to an alignment of three celestial objects. However, it also appears in Gnosticism, specifically in Valentinianism, a branch of Gnosticism. In Valentinianism, eons come in pairs, often with opposite genders, forming what is known as syzygies. And the Chinese term for eons in Honkai Star Rail is
星神, 星神.
Perhaps a more fitting translation would be stellar deities. The twins have multiple references to being a star, from physically depicted as falling stars, to their outfit named Rising Star, suggesting that they were originally eons before having their powers sealed away by the unknown god. And at the end of their journey, when they regain their full power, they will ascend to eonhood once again. If you look at the Astral Express, which is Akivili's creation, the color scheme is exactly the same as the Traveller's, consisting of the colors black, gold, and white. It also features a pattern called fleur-de-lis, symbolic of royalty and nobility.
Bombastic side-eye.
In Honkai Star Rail's databank, you can find descriptions of Akivili.
Legend has it that Akivili the Trailblazer loved journeying with mortals.
Criminal offensive side-eye.
They and the Nameless would share wine from various worlds and sing songs composed by diverse civilizations. They would disguise the moving express as the trail of a shooting star. Trail of a shooting star. Trail of a shooting star. Trail of a shooting star.
Wait a minute!